Hey guys, so today I'm here to do a app review of two different apps. So the first one would be the PhET Interactive Simulation, which is a app that allows you to do a series of science, chemistry, math, a whole bunch of different simulations. You can personalize different things as a teacher, so you can go in and add different questions, you can go and add different specifications that you want the kids to manipulate. So a good example of this is like if you were trying to learn about friction, and if you wanted the kids to try to manipulate different things to do with friction, like having slippery surfaces, rough surfaces, different weights, different heights, different manipulative, they have an aspect on there to where you can make those different things and then see what the outcome would be. So if you have a slippery surface, with 5 kilograms of weight and you pushed it, what would happen? Another cool aspect is the fact that students can access it on any computer. So they can do it at home, on the iPad, on their phone. They don't have to be at school to do it, so you can assign it as homework, or if they're kind of curious on their own accord, they can definitely do that as well. It has really easy directions, easy things to follow. There's not much left up for questions of what do I need to do, what do I need to understand. It's kind of all easily laid out there with nice pictures. It kind of has like a early game feel to it, so it's not super complicated to figure out. As a teacher, this is great. It has so many different grade levels, different math, science, chemistry. It has a lot of physics, some chemistry, some math, different grade levels. So if I want to teach a 2nd grader what about physics versus a 9th grader or a 10th grader about chemistry concepts, they have different manipulatives for all of that. It allows kids to manipulate things that are hard to do in labs, hard to do in class, in a fun way. And so things that might be dangerous, things that might be too hard to do in the lab, is a really fun and interactive way to do it. And it's also free. So it's through the University of Colorado Boulder, and so it's an awesome resources that have been created. So the second one I would do is through the video chemistry apps, and it is called the Royal Society of Chemistry, which is an app that has a periodic table on it. And most periodic tables are pretty boring, but this one's pretty interactive actually. So it's multi different colored. Kids can go on the different colors and they can click the different trends, the different relations. It can be accessed from computers, tablets, and any other really form of technology that you might need them to get it from. So what happens is there's a periodic table and you click on an element. So let's say hydrogen. And hydrogen will give you the atomic mass, the numbers, all the atomic information you kind of need, as well as the history, the different uses of the atomic data, basically everything in between. Anything that you would need in a chemistry classroom, they would have. Yeah, so it's color coded based on trends. So if something has a high melting point, or if it's a metal versus non-metal versus outer balance electrons, it's easy for kids to use to figure out those different trends, because sometimes when you're explaining it out loud, it's not very easy for them to understand. And so being able to go in there and physically touch the different molecules, touch the different things, will make it easier for kids to understand. So there's also the very bottom some videos that are there to help kids understand different things, help kids do different things. They have real life application parts to them. So let's say again you take hydrogen and it's like, well, where is hydrogen used in the real world? What purpose does it have outside of my high school classroom? And it has different points like, oh, hydrogen is used in tattooing. And so at least it has some kind of out of school application as to why is it important for them to know about hydrogen. As a teacher, this app is fantastic because the periodic table is literally at the epicenter of what I'll be teaching about. The basis of chemistry is the periodic table. And so just having them all these resources at their fingertips, figuring out the history, figuring out where did it come from, what's it used, what's its melting point and boiling point and atomic number and trends, all that information is really hard to find on your own. It's in lots of different books typically, it's in lots of different tables and different things like that. And so being able to go to one resource and find all the information is absolutely fantastic. And it allows them to do explorations on their own. So I don't have to sit there and be like, oh, I want you to explore this, or I want you to figure out what this does, what this does. It allows them the opportunity to explore it on their own and not being forced to do it on their because they have to. So this is my app review of the 2 different apps. I'm excited to use them someday. Goodbye.